What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, today we're going to talk about some Halloween and speculations and theories. Especially, with all these Halloween ends updates we've been getting with exclusive pictures and interviews here and there. We got an interview from Jamie Lee Curtis, David Gordon Green. And I just want to kind of dive deep into the stuff that stuck out to me. And starting off, being first is what Jamie Lee Curtis said about the character of Laurie, saying that Laurie is not prepared for the boogeyman in this one. She's not prepared. This is a different Laurie. Laurie's focused on other things. She's concerned with another person, and we know that we know who that other person is, and it's definitely Corey Cunningham. So I feel with Jamie Lee saying this, it's kind of showing us that Laurie's going to get caught off guard. She even said that, Laurie and the way she's going to go about things is going to come unexpected to her with the boogeyman. Everything's going to be unexpected. It's not going to be like she prepared for this. She's waited and she can't, gear up for this, because especially if Michael's going on a 4-year, time jump and he's not being seen for 4 years, it is definitely going to be like, wow, maybe it's time to let go. He's probably finally gone. But I don't kind of feel that in a way, because Laurie's lost Karen. She lost her child. If a mother loses their child, it's going to hit different. I definitely felt that Laurie should be able to kind of touch on it in the ends with Karen. It has to be done. Probably not that much, but you know what I'm saying. And to think about it, Laurie, they're saying in the synopsis that she's going to embrace life, but from what I've been saying, it's like she still has this a little bit of depression, that is kind of sticking out in these exclusive pictures. Now, she's saying that she's not prepared for Michael. What does Jamie Lee Curtis mean about the character of Laurie not being prepared? I mean, she's going to be focused on Corey, like I told you guys in previous streams. I think that she's going to be worried about Allison and Corey and trying to protect her granddaughter, being an overprotective grandmother. She doesn't want Allison to end up like Karen. It's, too much stuff has been happening, obviously, in Haddonfield. So she's not taking that chance, and I don't blame Laurie. But I feel that that's why it's going to be a crazy ass result, is because she's not prepared for it. Laurie, the character, is just being in this mode since 2018, where she's suffering from depression and PTSD and trauma, which she's been through with this trilogy. But Jamie Lee Curtis said that when her and Michael finally do bump heads, it's going to be like a street brawl, which I think is going to make it more brutal. They're saying that this is going to be one of the craziest fights between Laurie and Michael. And I think that possibly we can get Laurie getting a couple battle wounds in the situation, because you're kind of approaching Michael and you're not prepared. But like I said, it's definitely because of Corey, because it's something that Laurie sees, and every time Laurie sees something, she's right. If you think about her trilogy, every time Laurie sees something, she's right. She's onto it. So I can just see Laurie, not being a fan of Corey. And I think I think that Corey's going to actually want to bring Michael to, Laurie, to kind of distract her from Allison and him. You know what I'm saying? Almost like he doesn't want to get his hands dirty, so he wants to bring Michael back. You know what I'm saying? He wants to bring Michael back to kind of take out Laurie. Laurie is on to Allison and Corey's situation. She's, Laurie is on to Corey, and she's just thinking like, man, you have been accused of killing someone. You babysit it. I don't trust you. I don't know you. You could have did it. I don't know. You're saying you didn't do it, but who knows? We've dealt with Michael Myers, the boogeyman. So I think that's the type of attitude Laurie's going to have in this. But yeah, I'm starting to think that too. It's like so many ways this can go. Like, what if Corey actually brings the boogeyman back because of Laurie also, not just because he's getting bullied. Maybe that's how Michael figures out where Laurie is also. Of course he's coming back because Corey takes his mask, but he also Corey kind of leaves like crumbs so Michael can follow him. it's like he almost wants Michael to follow him. And I wouldn't be surprised, you know, like I told you guys in the previous, you know, video, that Corey's going to help Michael. He's going to help him. I know it sounds crazy, but Michael's going to be a doorman. You know, he's not going to be, you know, just being Michael. He's going to be kind of just there, you know, just sitting there. And I think Corey's going to help him, you know, get him back up. But I don't think Corey's thinking like, this man is evil. He doesn't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to hurt Corey in the end, because I really do feel, a part of me feels like Laurie's going to take out Corey. But I can see Allison taking the last blow, because Allison's not listening to her grandmother the whole film. She's like, bro, I found someone I love. You're coming between it. You know, I just lost Cameron. But it's going to hurt Allison even more for her to take the last blow to Corey out of just protecting her grandmother. So she has killed her lover. You know, it can be even, or Michael comes in the picture, gets his mask back, and you get took out by and Corey gets took out by the person he helped. You know what I'm saying? So it can go a lot of ways, and I'm starting to think that because maybe Corey kind of wants to bring Michael back, so his name can kind of get back out there, and the story of Laurie and Michael gets kicked back up, and it takes the pressure off of him being with Allison. He's hoping that Michael kills Laurie. He wants that to happen, but it can also be, you know, like I said, Corey's getting bullied, and he brings Michael, you know, out to help him out. You know, I think it can be something like that, especially with David Gordon Green saying, you know, my bodyguard and stuff like that. But I just really think my golden theory out of all of this is that Corey just simply takes Michael's mask, his get up, and he kills with the image of Michael Myers, and Michael comes back and confiscates his mask, and, you know, he goes back to being in shape. Now, something else I want to touch on, a little small theory, is, you know, we got this picture of Laurie. Now, if you guys want to see it, I'm gonna give you guys 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a picture, and it's like Laurie has, like, it looks like a book on the table, and she looks worried. I'm assuming this is her little, you know, her memoir, her journal she's writing in, and it looks like she's either having like a bad thought or something, or she's possibly, remember I told you guys in previous videos that I feel that Laurie's memoirs are going to bring us flashbacks, maybe even some Loomis flashbacks. Maybe it'll be a smarter way to incorporate Loomis and ends through Laurie's flashbacks. And I feel like it's only right if Laurie's writing her memoirs to kind of do some flashbacks, so we can kind of be in Laurie's shoes and see what happened. Probably some pulls from the '78 movie they probably will just do, but you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to think that that's going to be their way of incorporating you know, the flashbacks through her memoirs. I think that would be very cool. For the last and final, you know, theory that I've been talking about is, you know, David Gordon Green saying that Michael's in bad shape. He said in an interview that Michael's in bad shape. Now, when he said this, I kind of didn't get it, because it's like Michael recovers right then and there. But when you think about it, you guys, maybe I'm tripping, but when you looked at Halloween Kills, Michael literally had, like, when he's reaching for the knife, he had nothing in him. He was injured, he was hurt. But then, out of nowhere, it's like a light switch. He stabs Bracken in the neck. He starts slicing people, kills the mob. But I'm starting to think, what if Michael was just running off adrenaline? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Michael is purely and simply evil. Let's not forget that. He is, you know, evil, the blackest eyes. But, like, what if Michael was just running off of, you know, adrenaline, and it finally caught up with him? Michael's been through a lot in this trilogy. His fingers, you know, he's been stabbed, he's been shot, he's been beat, and maybe it's starting to catch up with him, because, you know, David Gordon Green said he's going dormant, and something else that stuck out to me said he's going away like an injured animal, like he's going to rot away. You know, he's just going away. He doesn't want to deal with anything. He's just back out there, you know, and he's just, you know, in the sewers. He's just chilling out. And Corey's going to be the one to bring the shape back when he takes his mask. So this kind of made me think, maybe, you guys, Michael does check out in this. I was saying that, you know, Michael could possibly, you know, walk out on top, but I think Michael might check out on this, because, you know, in this, because when you think about it, he's hurt, right? David Gordon Green himself said Michael's in bad shape. That's why, you know, I can see Laurie possibly getting over on Michael. Maybe Laurie and Allison get over on Michael. They double team him. But I can even see Laurie getting over on him if he's in bad shape. You know, maybe he has a little bit of wind in him. He can still swipe. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they beat Michael down. But I'm not saying we're going to get a Michael that is like, he's not doing what he usually does. But I think he's not going to have that strength, that power. But if he get his hands on you, he's going to, but you know what I'm saying, how we got that Michael that he's like going ape shit like in kills. He's picking them up. I think it's going to be simple like stabs. It's still going to be brutal. I think another thing is that when we get Michael, we're going to get him brutal. When we get a kill from Michael, even though there might be like here and there, not so many like kills, they're going to be brutal. They're going to be brutal. And I think, you know, like I said, I think Corey's going to help Michael get back to him, possibly at the end if it's a 4-year time jump. But I'm saying, you know, say if he's not all the way there, you know, that's why Laurie could possibly get over on him. But you know, I told you guys, I don't know how you guys feel. Halloween 5, you know, the guy nursing Michael back to being him, you know, him. I can see Corey doing that since he's obsessed with him. You know, he wants to, you know, bring his protector to the right level to help him. You know, if that makes sense. I could see him doing that. Also, I could see Corey just taking advantage of Michael while Michael's hurt. You know, taking that mask and going out and stealing this image and doing dirt with Mike. You know what I'm saying? You know, just doing stuff like that, and Michael catches up with him. So, yeah, I think it's going to be like different with David Gordon Green saying Michael's in bad shape. That just, you know, a Michael Myers in bad shape, that kind of just makes me think, you know, are you saying that a lot of people are going to have an advantage over Michael? You know, but at the end of the day, he's purely and simply evil. He's going to hurt you regardless, but I just think he's not going to be as brutal. You know what I'm saying? Even when he's like wrestling Laurie in the kitchen, trying to put her hand in the, you know, the garbage disposal, that kind of showed me too, like, damn, maybe Michael is, you know, I look back at that, maybe he is a little hurt. Like, you know, Michael would have fucking snapped the neck, bro. Like, he would have, bro, he snapped the neck or something. Like, he's trying to, but I know why he's doing it all over revenge. You know, he throws, it's like the way he's, you know, I'm seeing in the trailer, he just throws Laurie over the, you know, the kitchen. And it's like, usually Michael would just, you know, Little John, you know, like how, you know, just grab you and squeeze, you know what I'm saying? But it was like he's more like, move, man, get the fuck away from me, man. Like, he's really hurt, you know? So I can't wait to see how this plays out. And I definitely think the fight is going to be crazy. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be a crazy ass battle because Laurie says it's going to be almost like a street brawl. Everything's unexpected. They just bump heads after 4 years. And it goes from there. So, yeah, you guys. Comment down below what you guys think about everything we touched on. Laurie, you know, bringing us flashbacks with our memoirs. And, you know, her not being prepared for the boogeyman. Everything's going to be unexpected with her and the boogeyman. And her being concerned about Corey more than Michael. And, you know, Michael being in bad shape. Is this going to be, you know, his downfall with him getting took out because he's in bad shape? Or do you guys think over the 4 years he'll be back 100? And we got the boogeyman full-blown brutalness. He's taking everyone out. And, you know, so comment down below. But yeah, you guys, unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me on my social media. I like Scary on Instagram, I like Scary77 on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, and I like Scary on Twitter. And don't forget, you guys, to become a member of the Patreon and get exclusive content and benefits of the channel. And right there where it says subscribe, next to it, click join and become a member of the channel. Check out the official I Like Scary merch store. And yeah, you guys, I love you all. Watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there.